This video presents content from Chapter 3 of the book Sustainable Living and World Peace from a section entitled General Outline of People and Life Sustainability, or PAL Sustainability Principles. Our PAL virtue will direct us to create a world that goes beyond simply being eco-friendly, green, or socially just. Our PAL virtue will direct us to do sustainable and beneficial things for people and all of life. A world of people and life sustainability, or PAL sustainability, is what will be created by people allowing their PAL virtue to inspire their thoughts and actions throughout their lives. A highly condensed version of the PAL sustainability principles is presented next. More details of the PAL sustainability principles are presented in the book, and it is highly recommended that the list in the book be examined for a more thorough understanding. Our following the list of PAL sustainability principles will guide us on a path of sustainability and peace indefinitely into our future. It is a general list of PAL sustainability expectations and outcomes we should anticipate and regard while people virtuously test their potential and pursue their bliss. The highly condensed version of the PAL sustainability principles are presented now. Number 1. View all people throughout the world as free and equal in the eyes of God, and treat them this way. When in doubt of what to do, it is always good to fall back on the golden rule. People, their well-being, and their pursuits of happiness are the priority concerns in our striving for PAL sustainability. Number 2. Believe that people are special, unique, important, and deserve to have the best quality life possible. People also have the responsibility to ensure sustainability for humanity, the earth, and all of life. Realize that there are solutions to all of our environmental and sustainability challenges, and that humans have the talents and gifts to see that these solutions happen. Number 3. With a positive affirmation of peace, commit to nonviolence toward other human beings and pledge that all differences and difficulties will be resolved, no matter how long it takes, through nonviolent means. Strive to eliminate what could be perceived of as threatening to other nations, and do not create provocative or threatening situations. Much of the violence that has plagued humanity throughout our history has resulted from our ignorance of each other and our common bond as equal human beings. We will all remember that this ignorance can be overcome with our uniquely human capabilities and with the acceptance and display of virtue. Our greatest potential human achievements will not be realized unless we are able to live in peace. Sustained existence into the future is dependent on the achievement of assured peace. Number 4. Assume individual responsibility. Life and living organisms in general make their own way and make their own living. People should be motivated to make the most of themselves and not live apathetically. For people not to strive to discover their dreams, make the most of their talents, and try to make the most of themselves is a waste of human potential and stands in the way of our pursuit of happiness. When you see a problem, try to be the instrument of change and do not wait for someone else for a solution. Number 5. Create value and things of value for humanity in our daily lives. Create opportunity for humanity, increase human potential through preparation and education, and increase the human standard of living. Understand that people's need for growth is a natural part of our humanity and needs to be encouraged and supported in every virtuously sustainable way possible. Number 6. Realize the interconnectedness of the natural systems and the balance that is maintained between them all to sustain the earth. Consider how humans' consumption needs and wants influence what happens in natural earth systems. Number 7. Strive for sustainability from the level of the individual all the way to the most complex relationships and organizational levels in society. Recognize that complete sustainability comprises 3 pillars: economic, environmental, and social. Number 8. Think about the life cycle of products you purchase and other human-produced things you come in contact with. The importance of life cycle thinking and how to help develop life cycle thinking is presented in more detail in the book. Number 9. Strive for zero waste. Where no waste is generated, nothing has to be sent to a landfill, and nothing is released into the environment at the end of a product's useful stage or as a byproduct of its manufacture or use. Just because something is wasteful or harmful somehow, or has a wasteful or harmful byproduct produced somewhere in its life cycle or of its component parts, does not mean it has to be that way. Number 10. Practice sustainability for people and life at home, at work, and in all aspects of your life. If you are in a position to do so, look to redesign or initially design products and systems to strive for 100% sustainability. Number 11. Practice sustainable natural resource use, including water, soils, materials for both renewable and non-renewable, and land use. We should not degrade resources in our extraction or harvesting of materials from the environment or our physical utilization of the surface of the earth for human use. Realize that it is becoming more and more a human decision as to what remains on Earth's surface, and that the future of human growth cannot depend on endless conversion of a finite amount of natural areas. Number 12. Take on these responsibilities as individuals and do not wait for the government or anyone else to make things happen. This movement needs to come from virtuous, innovative, and thoughtful individuals accepting responsibilities, and no one will know the best way for you to proceed in your personal or work life other than yourself.
There are an infinite number of ways to create a PAL-sustainable world by each person being guided by his or her PAL virtue and being able to refer to our PAL sustainability principles. There are many different books on the market and websites that discuss how to live environmentally friendly or green lifestyles. Although the content of many books and information on many websites do not necessarily strive for complete sustainability, they may be useful for ideas to help you in your PAL sustainable journey. Just like there are many different possible diets and workouts out there that can help people to live healthier and get into shape, there are many different ways, actually an infinite number of ways, for us to strive for a PAL sustainable world by living our own PAL sustainable lives. Virtues, correct attitudes, and understanding are keys to direct our innovations, technology, inventions, and institutions toward a PAL sustainable world. Trying to just legislate virtues, attitudes, and understanding into existence is like trying to legislate brotherhood when we should know it and understand it as part of being human and expect it from ourselves and others. As mentioned earlier, Ronald Reagan once said, "There are no such things as limits to growth because there are no limits on the human capacity for intelligence, imagination, and wonder." However, we cannot expect our growth to continue sustainably by simply looking for more to extract and harvest from the earth, while carelessly dumping potentially toxic materials into the environment. We must be able to use our minds and imagination to add value and wisely grow in a world that is becoming smaller with an increasing population size of people looking to live more fulfilling modern lives with more opportunities. Even though many resources, such as non-renewable resources and land surface area, are finite in nature, there is conceivably and believably still an indefinite amount of utility and growth that can be obtained from these resources without using them to their depletion or to the point where they become economically scarce or where we end up degrading the environment. It is all a matter of choice as to how we pursue growth with all the resources we have available to us.